welcome to Hyundai Power Products. My name's Adrian, and today we're going to look at this 20-volt lawnmower. It's the HY2193, and as you can see, it's lightweight, which also makes it easy to move around in your garden. And being battery powered, if you've got one of those gardens where you've got different levels and platforms and you've got to move the mower about, this would be the ideal machine. So I'm going to open the box, lay the contents out on the table, and you can see exactly what you get. So I've laid the contents out on the table so you can see exactly what you get. First of all, we have the mower unit itself here with the upper handle. Then we have three components of the grass box here, the blue top, the two black bottom pieces, and the handle. So there are four in total. Little cable tidy clip, the two lower handles. We have the 4 amp hour 20-volt lithium battery, the battery charger, which is a rapid charger, and last but not least, we have the user manual. Now, I do recommend that you read the user manual thoroughly before use. So we'll charge the battery up first. So I'll simply plug the charger into a 13 amp outlet, insert the battery firmly into the charger, and then it will charge. So we're going to need one tool to put this together, and it's a crosshead screwdriver. So you'll see a screw here in the side of the deck, which is in place ready for you. So I'm just going to undo that screw and remove it. With that screw removed, now I'm going to take one of these legs. I'm going to make sure that the buckle is on the outside and fit this short end down into the mower. Now you will be able to see the hole. Let me just bring it back out. You can see the little hole there. We need to put that in line with the hole on the side of the mower. I'll put the screw back in place. Screw that screw back in firmly into position. So as you can imagine, I'm going to repeat the operation in exactly the same way on the other side. I'll remove the screw, fit the handle, tighten the screw back up. So with the two lower handles in position, as you can imagine, the upper handle goes on up here. So what I'm going to do is remove both of these blue wing nuts. And I'm going to put the handle in position over the outside of that one and this one. I'll just hold it there with one hand and tighten up that one nearly tight. Squeeze that in. There we are. And then tighten them both up in a clockwise direction to fix the upper handle to the lower handle. So that's the main assembly of the body of the mower done. Next, we'll move on to the grass box. So we'll start with the lid and the handle for the lid. You see this end has one tang. This end has two. We'll push the front one in first and then push down on the back. Click it into place. That's the handle fitted. So the two halves of the grass box, as you can see, I've got the Hyundai logos on the outside, and it simply goes together like this. So the simplest way to do it is just start with the corner here, get the V shape in the slot, just get it started, feed it in all the way along. Once you've got it located, which I have, push down firmly, and that's those two halves together. So the lid fits in the same manner. If I start one end, and I'll just work my way around, pushing it in, work my way to the back, make sure we're lined up, yes. You see, I'm not using a great deal of force here. It goes together fairly easy. It's just a case of getting the parts lined up as you do it. There we go. It should click in easy. It doesn't need any force. Just check that all our black tangs are coming through. They are. There we are. That's the grass box assembled. So final little piece of the assembly, just a cable tidy to keep the cable out of the way of the grass box when it's fitted. And there we are. That's the cable tidied up. So moving on to fitting the grass box, how you would do it in normal operation. You can see there's two lugs here. Lift up the rear flap. The grass box sips on those. Rear flap closes. That's fitting the grass box. To take it off, lift the flap, lift the grass box away. It's as simple as that. One of the final little bits, fitting the battery. So the flap lifts up here to open the battery compartment. As you can see in the right hand side, this is where the terminals and where a battery will fit. If you do purchase a spare battery, you can fit it into the other side, but it won't be in operation. So you put the battery in the slot and push it home till it's secure, and it will click. to remove the battery, push the blue tab, pull the battery out. To fit it, line it up with the slot, give it a push and it'll click. Moving on to this red part here. Now this is the key. So it's captive within the unit, but when you're cleaning it for safety and what have you, unless you've taken the battery off, you can remove the key. If you push the key into the slot, the machine will now operate. If at any time you pull the key out of the slot, the machine is now dead and will not operate. So we're going to need to put the key into the slot, push it home firmly. That's now ready for use. So to start the machine, we would push the button in, then pull the start lever. Now I'm on artificial grass here in the studio, and I want to make sure that I'm not going to try and attempt to cut that. So I'll show you the height adjuster next. Single point height adjustment on this machine. And just to show you, this is the height adjuster. You pull it out away from the mower. You can lift it forward and drop it into the slots on the bed of the machine. So we've gone from the bottom to position 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 positions in total. This would be the highest up position, and at least now I can demonstrate starting the mower without cutting my artificial grass. Just as a point of note, always be very careful, especially when your deck is high, that nothing can get under your toes, your feet. Wear sturdy shoes when mowing, and never put your hands underneath the lawnmower. So as you can see, very simple to operate. What you do is you pull the trigger, push the button first. So if I pull the trigger, nothing will happen. It's locked, so I got to do it purposefully. So if I pull the trigger, or push the button, pull the trigger, mower will start. Let go of the handle, mower will stop. So you need to push the button, pull the trigger. I can simply take it with one hand, and it's really nicely balanced. Pick it up, it's not heavy, I can move it from one area of the garden to another very simply indeed. Well, I do hope you found this demonstration useful. For more information on this or any of our other products, visit www.hyundaipowerproducts.co.uk. I've been Adrian, and happy gardening.